guys, welcome to another episode of this show. I hope you've been enjoying touring Garo Hills with me so far, and today I will be taking you to more exquisite and wonderful places. I have some more waterfalls, fish sanctuaries, famous hanging bridges in store for you, to name some. But while on our way, why don't we enjoy this beautiful countryside, because there's so much to see around here.
I was fortunate to be exploring this place during peak harvest season because all along the way I could spot open paddy fields ripened and ready for harvest. One can see how blessed this land is. One thing I noticed while traveling throughout Garo Hills is that there are plenty of viewpoints for travelers to stop and soak in the scenic sights on offer for no cost at all. At my first viewpoint along the old Williamnagar Road, I was awestruck by the abundance of greenery all around and the breathtaking view that this land provided all along the way. All sorts of trees seemed to adorn the roadsides and the hills, like bananas, arecanut, jackfruit, mangoes, pineapples, and all sorts of wildflowers. There's definitely no shortage of fresh air this side. I arrived at the Sonkalwari Fish Sanctuary soon after the first viewpoint. This sanctuary holds the species of chocolate mashir kept specifically for their preservation.
We have arrived at the Sonkalwari Fish Sanctuary, and even from this view I can see so many fish down there. I'm excited to go see the fish up close, so come with me. Before I go down, I'm going to buy this puffed rice which people used to feed the fish with. So, let me buy this for the fish.
This sanctuary is a joint effort by the local community and the tourism department. It was a refreshing activity to feed the fish and see them pop up to the water surface. Apart from the chocolate mashir, I was told that this sanctuary also held freshwater eel, spiny eel, and other smaller variety of fishes.
The special thing about this fish sanctuary is that it is not an enclosed habitat. It is actually a natural habitat, and this river is alive and running. And these species of fish, they thrive and they grow in this river. And the fun thing to do while you're here is to feed the fish. I've come to the edge of the river, and as you can see, the fish are so close I can actually feel them, and they're actually eating from my hands.
After my fishy meat, I continued my journey, now heading towards Rongbangdare, the iconic and famous waterfalls of East Garo Hills.
If ever you happen to travel towards Williamnagar from Tura via the old road, you definitely want to stop at this viewpoint for a cup of tea and this wonderful view of this magnificent Rongbangdare. There you can see the falls cascading down the rocks, which will eventually join the Samsang River.
Like I said, this land has no shortage of viewpoints, and I had to stop and take a look around at another one.
We've been driving for quite some time and we're almost about to reach our next destination. You can actually see it in the distance. But before reaching our next destination, I couldn't help but enjoy this scenic and magnificent view of the Samsang River as well as the hills and valleys around. And you can see a small village down there as well. So here we are, we have reached this famous Bansamgre picnic spot where you have the crystal clear Samsang River, beautiful scenery, the weather is awesome, and you have a suspension bridge. What more can you ask for in a picnic spot? Come on.
The most spectacular attraction of Bansamgre, apart from the river Samsang, is the long suspension bridge, which I suspect to be more than 100 meters. And this has been around, it seems, for over 30 years. The length and height intimidated me, but I was determined to soak in every experience this place had to offer.
It's great to be standing above this mighty Samsang River where the water is crystal clear at this season. When you come, make sure you do visit this picnic spot because the experience is amazing.
For travelers who might want to spend the night here, there is also an inspection bungalow provided by the government available for rent. People also can enjoy some fishing activity during peak season.
think we came to Bansamgre picnic spot at the right time because we were lucky enough to witness these villagers in a game of volleyball. I think I will just go and join them.
The day was getting shorter, so I had to make my way on towards Chiso Bibra. Although I hated leaving Bansamgre and the fun afternoon I was enjoying, I had to travel on.
Here we are at the Pathogan Memorial Park at Chiso Bibra, which was laid in memory of the first freedom fighter amongst the Garos, Pathogan Ningmanja Sangma. He was a gallant hero, one of the first freedom fighters amongst the Garos who defended his land against the British and their firearms wearing only the stalk and bark of the banana tree. This is Pathogan Memorial Park. Right now we're here at the inspection bungalow here in Chiso Bibra. It's a great place to relax and unwind with friends and families on weekends and on weekdays. This is a beautiful place overlooking this mighty Samsang River.
At the end of the exhausting day, I headed back for a much needed rest. There was the 100 Drums Wangala festival happening the next day at the village of Asanang, and I was excited to be heading there for my next adventure.
Hello everyone, I'm here at the biggest cultural festival of the Garos, also known as the Wangala festival. Like every great festival, there's going to be some unique beats accompanied by some colorful dances and of course some traditional exquisite cuisines. So let me take you around for a sensory overload of culture, custom and tradition.
Wangala, the biggest and the most important festival of the Garos, is a post-harvest thanksgiving to Misi Saljong, the benign deity of agriculture who pours out blessings to the dutiful and the industrious Jum cultivators. Wangala involves a series of rites and rituals starting from the offering of gourds of rice beer to the gods called Rugala, performed in the Jum field itself.
as you can see behind me, the dances have already commenced in 100 Drums Wangala festivals. You have 10 different troops representing the 10 villages from Garo Hills. Mind you, these are the best of the lot, and these dances are done as a form of merrymaking and thanksgiving to the one great provider called Misi Saljong in the Garo culture. You will see these dancers depicting various activities in the field, like cleaning the field, sowing the seeds, even reaping the harvest, and finally the merrymaking that comes when the harvest is done. There you can see behind me one of the competitors in the 100 Drums Wangala festival.
Wangala is performed by one village or the cluster of villages together in the months of October or November after all the harvests are completed. This festival is observed by mostly the non-Christian sects or sub-tribes of the Garos called the Ambengs.
This dance troupe behind me that you can see that is performing right now has been winning the 100 Drums Wangala festival consecutively for 2 years. These are the dancers from the village of Gondongre. Let's watch and see what makes this troupe so special.
This festival is also organized at Asanang, the Rongram block headquarters some 19 kilometers from Tura, in the month of November under the banner of 100 Drums Wangala Festival.
So amid the flurry of these dances, competitions and performances, I managed to catch up with these 3 young beautiful ladies representing the Garo traditional women. You can see the girls are wearing these feathers of the homegrown fowl. As you can see, these feathers are preserved and kept shiny so that they can be used and reused to sort of represent the culture and take with the dancers wherever they go. This feather is known as the dome. Next you have something called the kotup. I believe this headgear was used as a means to prevent the hair from falling down their faces while they're working. And then of course you have these beautiful earrings. These are known as natapsis, I believe, right? These are called natapsis. And around her neck you can see these beautiful ornaments. First you can see this silver jewelry which is known as konal, and also for different various reasons you have this colorful jewelry or accessory that we call rukutok. And then of course you have this waistband called senki. Initially in the olden days these were made out of authentic ivory from the animal, from the elephant. However, nowadays we use different plastic materials in order to preserve the animals. And of course finally you have the beauty of the Garo culture, that is the dakmanda, hand woven in the looms with various designs, as you can see, different floral prints, and most importantly the borders along the dakmanda. Have a look at these beautiful ladies from the Garo tribe.
Heavy, yeah.
Alright, so everyone seems to be enjoying this Wangala festival, and we've caught up with a few people not from India but international tourists, and we caught some of them playing the drums, enjoying the food, enjoying themselves. So we thought of asking you a few questions to these people who have come to enjoy the Wangala festival. So would you like to tell us where you're from?
We are from France.
You're from France, and how many of you came for this festival?
We came in a group of 5.
All right, thank you so much for spending some time with us. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Thank you.
All right, do enjoy your visit and your stay, and enjoy the cuisine. Thank you very much. We have one of the drummers who are participating in the competition today. He's going to be playing the drums and explaining some of the significance of the beats for us. There.
Ya, damagrung duka.
Damagrung duka.
Damagrung duka.
Kalangay po?
Dadia.
Dadia. Yara may ba magsungani dong ama?
Gangsingani.
Ha?
Ansingani.
Ansengani. Ra.
Gangsingani.
Anda.
Gangsingani daro kon duka bro.
De. the beats that the villagers say that they play for enjoyment and merrymaking, because at the end of the day, it's all about the harvest feast.
I also got a chance to take a sneak peek at the local handicrafts being displayed at the exhibition held near the field where the dance was happening. I was captivated by the creativity of the local artisans. I even saw neck pieces made out of old porcupine spines.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we've all been waiting for, you can see the drummers and the dancers gearing up for the 100 Drums Ensemble. In a few minutes, we will be witnessing one of the biggest ensemble of drummers and dancers and a colorful performance in a few minutes. And there finally you can see the 100 Drums Ensemble. You can see there are actually 100 drummers playing together in unison. It's amazing. The people are entranced by this choreography, and as you can see, it's no wonder how can they choreograph this thing all together at the same time. Enjoy.
Here, 10 villagers participate with 10 drums each, thus making up 100 drums in all, hence the name 100 Drums Wangala Festival. This is more of an organized festival, purely aimed at entertainment rather than a religious ritual. The 100 Drums Wangala Festival is held every year in the village of Asanang, and this is one cultural extravaganza that you wouldn't want to miss. At the end of the day, visitors are allowed to participate and dance alongside the cultural troupes to get a first-hand experience. I couldn't have asked for a more perfect ending.